Hey YouTube, it's Corey. I'm back from Cancun, Mexico, where I had my VSG surgery on March 2nd. Start with my numbers. I started with the surgery at 3:51 surgery day, and I am down to 3:36 a week later. Um, this surgery is true. Pretty much you'll starve to death before you'll feel hungry. I haven't felt hunger at all. It's hard for me to get my liquids down. Um, but all in all, I feel good. I'm not tired. I'm not drained. I'm not exhausted like other people have mentioned on their videos. I feel 80% back to normal than what I was before. Again, I went ready through a change, all inclusive, included hotel, surgery, and transportation to and from the airport and the hospital. Um, I arrived in Mexico. Transportation was there waiting for me when I got off the flight. Took me to the hotel. I stayed at the Westin Laguna Mar, which was beachfront. Beautiful hotel. Staff was amazing. Next morning, I was picked up right in front of the hotel and taken directly to the hospital. They did some pre-work on the hospital. I had to fill out some forms. Took some blood, did an EKG. Everything came back good to go. That process went smooth. The hospital was amazing. It was clean. The staff were very friendly. I went from there. They took me back. And then there was an emergency. Dr. Ack came and asked me if it was okay if we bumped my surgery back. But they were going to go put me up in my room so I didn't have to wait in the back area, I guess, so to speak, where they bring in all the emergency vehicles and stuff like that. So they went and put me up in my room, which I was kind of impressed that I could hang out there until surgery was ready. And then around 6:45, they came and got me and they said, let's go, we're going to go do the surgery. So last thing I remember was scooting over onto the operating table and talking with the anesthesiologist about moving the IV because they put it right here in my elbow or wrist or whatever. Yeah, it's an elbow area. I didn't like it there at all. So they ended up moving it right here, which was great so I could at least bend my arm and move. I said I was going to do video update from the hospital. Yeah, that I understand why people don't do a lot of first day or day of surgery after, because you're just exhausted. I had nothing but pains of like gas in my abdomen. I wasn't expecting that at all. I mean, I knew there was going to be some pain, but it was mainly just gas pain. I didn't really have pain in my stomach or acid reflux or anything like that. I had one case of where I thought I was going to vomit. I got really nauseated, when your mouth starts watering, and it's a horrible, horrible feeling. So I'm like, grab me a trash can, and I just spit into the trash can, but I was fine after that. That was the only bout of nausea that I had during the entire time. So I was 2 days in the hospital. The day after surgery, I was up walking around. The more I walked, the better I felt. So all in all, it was great. The staff were amazing at the hospital. I've been to hospitals in the U.S. where friends have had surgery, and like every 10 minutes they're in there checking your temperature, your blood pressure, your vitals. This wasn't like that. I felt so at home. It's like they would come and check on me, but it would be maybe once or twice a day. I mean, they came and gave me my shots, but half the time I was sleeping when they were giving me the medication anyways. But it was just all in all just a great, great experience. I've had no pain. It's just been amazing. I don't feel 100% like I'm back to normal. I mean, I can definitely tell a difference when you're drinking water. It's hard to get the fluids in. When people mention it's hard to get the fluids in, I couldn't agree with them more. It is very difficult to get the fluids in. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but it's just information that I would like to have out there for people so they know. I haven't eaten anything. I'm still on a liquid diet. I'm not necessarily doing just clear liquids. I mean, I've gone back to my protein shakes that I was drinking before surgery. Some of the information you get is very confusing, that it's clear liquids only. My paperwork said 3 days, and 3 days after surgery, you could be eating soft foods and mushy foods, and I just don't want to do that. I'm not ready for that. I don't have a desire to eat solid food or anything at this time. So I'm going to continue with my clear soups and my protein shakes. I mean, when I have the protein shakes, I have energy. And when I wasn't doing the protein shakes, I just really didn't have that energy the first week. So I'm drinking my protein shakes. I'm having an Atkins shake for breakfast, and that takes me 5 hours to pretty much get down. And I've done this pre-op diet for since September when I was diagnosed with diabetes. So I would do a shake for breakfast, a shake for lunch, and I would have a salad for dinner. I mean, my all-time weight was 428 in September. Surgery date, I was 351. So, I am a firm believer that the shakes do work and help curb hunger. So I will continue to do those shakes because I feel like I need that protein or to give me the energy to keep going. Chicken broth just wasn't doing it for me. So now it's protein shake, and then I do chicken broth for dinner. I really wasn't a huge fan of Gatorade, but now I am drinking Gatorade to help. I guess it's good for you. The doctor gave me a 6-pack of Gatorade when I was leaving the hospital, orange juice and apple juice, and some Jex gel. It's like an anti-acid, but I really like it. It's kind of vanilla flavored. So I take that before meals and just before I go to bed, but I haven't really felt much for like indigestion or heartburn, I guess is what the word I would be looking for. So with that said, all in all, it's great. Total weight loss this week since surgery was 15 pounds, so I'm happy for the weight loss. I started, like I said, surgery date was 351. I'm 336 today, 7 days post-op. So it's definitely a journey that I'm glad I chose to do this. I had some hesitation before I did this surgery that, what if, because I've never experienced surgery and I was a big guy. I don't want to, go to sleep and not wake up was my biggest concern. So I'm glad I've done it. I don't regret doing it. I have family that will be coming in about 26 days, and it'll be interesting for them to see me because it's been about 6 months since they've seen me, and my weight loss has started since then. So I'm looking forward for them coming down and seeing that, and I'll tell my mother and father that I had the surgery. Other than that, I did get some protein powder that someone had mentioned. It was Urgy, I believe, cleared flavorless powder. I mixed that with Jello, and it seems to work fine. And there is a chicken one that I brought, but a broth one that I bought that I haven't tried yet. It is kind of true what they say about this surgery. You'll starve to death before you feel hungry. I don't necessarily feel hungry. My sleep kind of didn't. It's taken almost a week to get to where my sleep is kind of going back to normal. I felt like I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I would drink a little bit of Gatorade just because I couldn't get comfortable. And it seems like if I drink some Gatorade, it would do something in my stomach where I felt like, okay, I feel better, and then I could go back to sleep. So that was one of the only real discomfort things I've had was in the middle of the night. But all in all, no pain. I took pain medicine for 3 days, and that was it. I said, I don't really need the pain medicine. I felt fine. I felt, 85% back together. I mean, there's still some things that feel like they're moving around, and it's going to be time. It's major surgery. It's not like going to get your appendix out or, I guess that's not really a good example. But to me, 85% of your stomach being removed is major surgery. I have a 32 French bougie, I guess is what the doctor said, the size of my stomach. Pretty much he said the size of a roll of dimes. So I can clearly see that because I can take like broth when it's like a quarter of a cup and I'm full. I gotta like push my plate away. I mean, I don't think I've ever felt that feeling before. I'm kind of scared to eat solid food. That will be the next, not next phase, but just food in general, like soft food, eggs, oatmeals and stuff like that. I'm reluctant, but I'll keep you posted with the video. My surgery days were on Friday, so my weigh-ins are going to be on Friday, and I'm going to try to do a video on Friday. I understand everyone says, "Oh, I'm going to do the videos." It's hard. Life gets in the way. My goal is to join a gym. I'm walking every day since I got back. I've been doing from 3 to 4 miles a day walking. This is what I started back in September, just walking and eating right, and I'm going to continue to do that. And I know I have to get the proteins in, and that's going to be my concern is, what do I need to get in for my proteins? So I'm not going to ramble anymore. I'll be on next week. So this is video, we're going to say 2. I have a video of me just before surgery that I posted, but we'll just say this is video 2, video after surgery. So I'm pretty excited, and I'll keep you posted, and I look forward to listening to any of your comments. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be glad to answer them. And I look forward to following some of your all's journeys on there as well. Thanks. Have a great day.